it can create or generate artifacts on the recombined image. So it obscures the pathologies in the breast. So these are the main limitations, and there are a few more artifacts related to DECESM, but here I think I don't have that much time to explain everything. So with the limitations of the DECESM, I will sum up the presentation. So takeaways are CESM is revolutionizing breast cancer imaging, and it offers high accuracy with better accessibility. These ongoing advancements of this CESM promise even broader use. And also in future, we can integrate with the AI for diagnostics, and we can enhance the training for radiographers and other clinicians. Then we can widely use this DECESM. So thank you all the participants, and I hope you took away something useful. And a big thank to President of the SRTSL and other members who given me this opportunity, and also a special thanks to Ms. Ishanka inviting me for this session. It was a great pleasure to be here and to sharing with this time with you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hiroshini, for that interesting presentation. For our participants, if you have any questions, you can use the chat feature in Zoom. So we will attend them in the Q&A session. Let's move on to the next presentation. Our next speaker is Dr. Bimali Veerakorn, another distinguished expert in the field of radiography in Sri Lanka. Dr. Veerakorn holds a PhD in magnetic resonance imaging with expertise spanning various aspects of radiologic technologies, including radiomics and patient care. As a senior lecturer in the Department of Radiography and Radiotherapy, University of Peradeniya, and as a lecturer in Diagnostic Radiography and Imaging in Cardiff University, United Kingdom, she combines her academic expertise and research insights to enhance the knowledge of radiography professionals and students alike. So today her topic is enhancing patient care with AI. We have the recorded presentation of Dr. Bimali, and let me share my screen. I hope the screen is visible to you all. I will play this presentation, and Dr. Bimali will join us in the Q&A session, so you can talk with her for your questions, and she'll be happy to answer.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. So first of all, I would like to thank the organizer for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Today, I'm going to talk about something very important and quite exciting. So, AI become more and more part of our healthcare system. It is essential that we focus on its impact on patient care. Therefore, over the next 35 to 40 minutes, we'll look at how radiographers can work with AI to make sure patients are always comfortable. So this is a quick overview of what I'll be covering today. So before we talk about how AI enhances patient care, I think it's important to identify the key role radiographers play in patient care. As we radiographers, our job goes beyond just capturing images. When we talk about patient care, it is a comprehensive process, as I believe. So it is not just about using the equipment correctly. It is about making sure patients feel safe, then comfortable, and supported throughout the entire process. And I think it is really matters because we are often the ones guiding the patient from start to finish, even before the procedure, during the procedure, and even afterwards. So we play a key part in their experience. That connection is important as I do. So when patients feel at ease, so when patients feel comfortable, they are more likely to stay still and follow our instructions, which means we can get clear or more accurate images. In turn, that leads to better diagnosis and better outcomes. So in my, in many ways, the care we provide directly influences both the quality of the imaging and the overall patient experience. So, as I understand, the radiographers must focus on 6 fundamental areas that work together to ensure our patients receive safe, effective, and compassionate care during imaging procedures. First is effective communication, which is really the foundation of everything we do. It is not just about giving instructions, it is about explaining things clearly and gaining informed consent and actively listening and being sensitive to each patient's background and needs. Then we must focus on safety and protection. So this is where we apply the ALARA principle to minimize radiation exposure. And in that particular case, we want to follow infection control protocol and keep an eye out for any signs of discomfort or adverse reaction during our imaging procedure. Next is comfort management. So the imaging can be a stressful experience, and especially for patients with special needs. So it is important we assess pain and ease anxiety and provide reassurance throughout the process or throughout the process. We also play a role in clinical assessment, which means reviewing medical history and then checking vital signs when we need and spotting any concise mutations and being ready to respond in case something goes wrong. Then we move into diagnostic accuracy. This comes down to good technique, proper positioning, and making sure we get high quality images at the first instance to avoid unnecessary repeat exposure. Finally, I think continuity of care is important. That means keeping accurate documentation and communicating with the wider healthcare team and make sure patients' journey doesn't end once they leave our imaging room. So when we look at all these radiographers, it is fair to ask ourselves, are we really capable of managing all of these responsibilities at once? So when we think about traditional patient care in radiography, it is important to acknowledge that there are quite few challenges that we have. For example, long waiting time, human errors like misinterpretation, and unnecessary radiation exposure are still common challenges. Briefly, due to often limited staff, or maybe heavy workload, or overrated protocols. In many places, especially in areas with fewer resources, access to advanced imaging technologies and experienced professionals is also a big concern. So on top of that, patients often experience discomfort and anxiety from long stressful procedures. So all of these issues don't just make things harder for patients, they can actually affect the accuracy of diagnosis, which is something we really want to avoid. So these challenges show us that although traditional methods have served us well, there is a room for improvement. And I believe that is where the technology comes. Like AI, that is where the place that we can integrate AI into the platform. So that is this artificial intelligence, AI, that we keep hearing so much about. So in simple terms, AI is a branch of computer science that allows machines or computers to simulate human intelligence. That means these systems can do things like analysis of information, or learn from data, or solve problems, and even make decisions like humans will do. So, in short, we can say AI gives machines the ability to think and learn in ways that are similar to humans. So, for example, like recognizing patterns, or making decisions, and learning from experiences. So, the most powerful thing, as I believe, is they can process large amounts of data in quick manner. So, because of that, they can often spotting trends and making predictions much faster and much consistently than we could do by our own. So that is where the artificial intelligence is important. So in one of the recent and trending example of AI is AI in action is self-driving cars. So these vehicles, self-driving cars, these vehicles use AI to recognize traffic signs, detect pedestrians, and make driving decisions to navigate safely. So I would say those applications are amazing and unbelievable. So AI is everywhere, even today at our home. So I would like to talk a little bit about the key AI techniques that apply in healthcare. So this is a very brief introduction. First thing is machine learning. So this involves algorithms that learn patterns from data to make predictions or decisions without prior programming. The next one is natural language processing technology. This understands and interprets and generates human language. The next one is computer vision. This technique analyze and interpret medical images, videos, to detect abnormalities with accurate and consistency manner. The final thing is robotics and automation. So it includes physical or software robots that automate repetitive tasks like surgery or administrative work to enhance the efficiency and accuracy. So I would explain how AI enhances patient care in radiography by walking you through the 6 steps we generally follow in radiography imaging department. First is scheduling, next image acquisition, then image analysis, then reporting, then follow-up and monitoring, and finally treatment response. So in the scheduling step, automated appointment scheduling is really changing the way things work in radiography. So thanks to AI, managing appointments has become a lot smoother and much more efficient. For example, AI can look at historical data to figure out when peak times are, and then distribute appointment slots in a smarter way. Because of that, it can reduce overbooking and minimize waiting time for patients. On top of that, AI also brings in self-scheduling feature, which means patients can easily book and then reschedule or even cancel their appointments online. That makes the whole system more patient-friendly and accessible. So all in all, this not only helps hospitals or the clinics to run more smoothly, but it also gives patients quicker and easier access to the radiographic services that they need. So this is an example of a published study that highlights how AI can support patients' appointment management in radiology or radiography. So in this study, researchers looked into how machine learning could be used to predict patient waiting times at radiographic clinics and delay times for scheduled appointments. So what they have done is they set a range of algorithms. There are 6 or 7 algorithms, including neural networks, then random forest, and support vector machines. And among them, one was selected as the best performer, so accurately predicting both the waiting time and the delay time. And they have tested this application among various imaging science, imaging modalities like X-ray, CT, MRI, and ultrasound. And they also identified the key factors that influence for these delays, which in turn help staff to manage workflow better and ultimately leading to better patient satisfaction and more efficient care. So in the scheduling step, one of the biggest challenges in radiography is deciding how to prioritize patients. So this is where AI really shines. An AI-powered system can look at medical history or symptoms and referrals to flag urgent cases. For example, if an AI system detects a referral for a suspected stroke or a fracture, it can prioritize that case over routine checkups. But it is not just about prioritizing critical cases. AI also helps to manage the overall scheduling by balancing both urgent and routine cases, keeping the workflow smooth. AI can also adjust the schedule in real time. It can even adjust the scheduling real time. If an emergency comes up, the system can quickly rearrange the appointment and making sure the urgent patient gets immediate attention while still keeping the non-urgent cases on track. So this way, it can reduce patient waiting time. So this slide explains how AI can improve patient care by predicting appointment cancellation and optimizing rescheduling. One of another challenging radiography scheduling is managing last minute cancellation and no-shows. So these unexpected gaps in appointment can lead to underutilized resources or delays in diagnosis and delays in care for other patients. So AI helps by predicting which patients are likely to cancel or miss their appointment using data like fast attendance and even external factors like weather. And this allows staff to proactively reschedule patients and reduce ideal time and ensure fast access for urgent cases. So this highlights, as you can see in this study, it highlights how AI can apply to predict outpatient MRI appointments, no-shows. So using machine learning techniques, in this study, researchers developed a predictive model to identify patients most at risk of not showing up for their appointment, and then they followed up with simple phone reminders for these high-risk patients, and over 6 months of time, the no-show rate dropped around 17.2%. So the results show that AI can correctly predict patient behavior, allowing for targeted interventions that enhance appointment attendance. So the next step is image acquisition or getting high quality images. So this is so important because accurate images lead to accurate diagnosis and better treatment plans. This is one big area where AI is making a difference. In simple terms, AI is helping us to take better images and faster with more consistency, which in turn means better care for our patients. So under image acquisition, protocol optimization is important. We all know there is protocol optimization, which basically means adjusting imaging settings, like exposure time, or radiation dose, or imaging angle, to suit each patient and each type of exam. So in the past, this was all done manually, and it relied heavily on the skill and experience of the radiographer. But now we are lucky with the help of AI. This process has become much smarter and more efficient. So AI can look at a patient's data in real time and automatically fine-tune the imaging settings to reduce unnecessary radiation exposure. So this after adjusting the exposure factor, It reduces the chances of poor quality images, and it again minimizes need of filtering. For example, in chest X-rays, AI can make sure the patient is positioned correctly, as I displayed here on these images, and then the exposure settings are just right. The AI can check, and then radiographers can get a clear image on the subject. So it's important, especially for pediatrics or patients who need multiple scans, because it helps to reduce unnecessary exposure while still getting high quality images. Another way AI supports patient care in image acquisition is improving image quality right at the time of the scan. So AI can immediately detect any errors like motion artifacts or incorrect position or other issues that might affect image quality. So, for example, if a patient moves slightly during an MRI scan, AI can alert the radiographer to retake the scan before proceeding, and it helps to avoid delays in diagnosis and improve the overall efficiency by reducing unwanted waste of time. Another big advantage is of AI is its ability to boost diagnostic accuracy by improving image quality. So it can reduce noise, it can enhance sensors, and minimize artifacts. So making the image much clearer. So this helps in spotting early stage of pathological conditions such as lung nodules in CT scans or subtle fractures in X-ray that could easily be missed with standard imaging techniques. So let me share a specific example from a recent study that shows how AI can help detect errors in radiographic images. So this particular study focused on chest X-rays and used AI-generated heat maps, as you can see here, to spot issues in image quality. So the goal was to make sure the full anatomy is captured correctly in the image in the study. So researchers developed an AI model that could evaluate the quality of chest X-rays by identifying common problems like missing anatomy, low lung volumes, or patient rotation. So as you can see here, in this image, the AI highlights the areas where the left lung apex and the base are missing, and this allows radiographers to quickly correct the error at that spot. So as the investigators reported in this study, this AI model achieved over 90% accuracy in detecting various errors related to chest radiograph. So that can lead to reduced repeat scans and saving time in patients. So when it comes to the image acquisition step, AI plays a big role in automating workflow. So AI can integrate with hospital systems and take over a lot of the routine tasks that used to be done manually. For example, it can automate how data is transformed within systems or reduce the need for manual data entry, and make sure every image gets correctly linked to the right patient. So AI helps everything run more smoothly and efficiently for patients and reduces the chances of error. So next step is image analysis. When it comes to image analysis in radiography, AI is really stepping up and playing a powerful role in improving diagnostic accuracy. It all starts with image pre-processing. That is where AI tools clean up the image by reducing noise, by enhancing contrast. So even just make a big difference because it helps to help radiographers or radiologists to see details that might otherwise go unnoticed. And then we move on to the analysis stage. So, and this is where AI really shows off what it can do, because the system can automatically pick up on anomalies, recognize patterns in the image, and then even provide precise measurements. So it is doing a lot of heavy lifting behind the scenes. And then with computer-aided diagnosis, AI helps classify regions, gives an idea of the likelihood of disease, and provides a real-time support, kind of like having extra experts looking over the radiologist's shoulder. So all of these really adds up to better outcomes and more accurate diagnosis and quicker turnaround times and earlier detection of problems, which can make a big difference in patient care. So in this study, the researchers look at how well an AI decision support system could detect intracranial hemorrhages on non-contrast HCT scan. The AI performed pretty well, and it agreed with expert radiologists in about 97% of the cases, and it showed a sensitivity of specificity of more than 90%, and the positive predictive value and the negative predictive value of more than 80%. This is another interesting example related to AI application in image analysis steps for accurate diagnosis. So AI has significantly enhanced the accuracy of brain tumor detection, particularly glioma. In this study, AI algorithm using deep learning were able to distinguish between low-grade and high-grade gliomas on MRI scan with the accuracy of more than 90%. So that is a really strong result, shows that AI can actually outperform traditional methods when it comes to assessing tumor grade, giving doctors or radiologists make faster opportunities to take treatment decisions. This is another another study that's related to image analysis steps. One powerful way AI is improving accurate diagnosis is through something called segmentation. So in simple terms, segmentation means identifying an outline specific region within a medical image, like a tumor or an organ or a lesion. So by automating this process through AI, it can quickly and accurately mark out the areas of interest, which helps to reduce human error and ensure consistency between different scans and different clinicians. So the next step is reporting. So one of the biggest advantage of using AI in radiology reporting is the consistency. It brings through structured reporting. So normally in traditional practice, free-text reports can vary a lot depending on who's writing them. And that variation can sometimes cause confusion or even lead to misinterpretation. So AI helps to standardize the format and language, so the information is presented clearly and consistently, leading to more reliable diagnosis and better patient care. So another big benefit is speed. So with AI driven templates, automation tools, radiologists can finish reports much faster, and that means a shorter waiting time for patients and quicker treatment decisions, which is especially important in urgent cases or critical cases. Another key benefit of AI in radiology reporting is how we integrate patient information. So traditionally, radiologists had to manually review a patient's medical history or lab reports or bioimaging for making a diagnosis. So it is a time-consuming process and can sometimes be prone to errors. But now AI can automate all of that by connecting imaging results directly with the patient electronic health record in real time. And this means the radiologist can get full picture instantly. For example, if a lung nodule shows up on a CT scan, the AI can immediately cross-check the patient history for risk factors like smoking or any previous lung condition. So this kind of integration speeds up reporting, but also it increases the accuracy of the reporting. So this published study looked at how AI could support radiologists in detecting and reporting breast cancer through mammograms. The goal was to compare radiologist performance with and without AI assistance. The results were pretty impressive. The results demonstrated that AI-supported mammogram interpretation significantly improved radiologist diagnostic accuracy by 2.3% and reading time by 11% per case. Next step is follow and treatment. So this step is in radiography ensures that follow-up and ongoing monitoring are done properly. So it is crucial for tracking how disease is progressing or how well treatment is working. So traditionally, follow-up managed manually, which can lead to delays or missed appointments. But now, because of AI, AI can analyze imaging records and electronic health data to automatically schedule follow-up based on how urgent the case is. So, for example, if a patient has high-risk condition like lung nodules or tumors, the system can make sure they get re-evaluated on time. So, this is an example of published research that shows how used in follow-up care. This study looked at coronary CT angiography and used AI-based system to explore how coronary stenosis, plaque characteristics, and age are all connected. And this study demonstrated that AI system can identify distinct patterns of atherosclerotic plaques that vary with age, the degree of the stenosis. So these findings open the door for developing age-based treatment plans for atherosclerosis patients. So for my last 2 points, I want to highlight a couple of really innovative AI applications developed by different research groups. So the first one is especially useful in cases where patients have brain shunt, but no one's quite sure what size they are. and whether they are safe for MRI. So normally figuring that out can be a long, complicated process. But the study introduced a mobile app that makes it incredibly simple. All you want to do is take a photo of the patient's head, X-ray, and develop the application using AI can identify the type of shunt and tells you whether it is MRI compatible or not. So it is a brilliant tool that not only saves time but also improves patient safety. The second exciting application is the use of AI to generate virtual contrast enhanced images. So as you can see on this study, this means we might not always need to inject traditional contrast agents, which can sometimes be risky or uncomfortable for patients. For example, in this study, researchers use AI to create synthetic contrast enhanced CT images from regular non-contrast images. So this is done to better visualize the heart in breast cancer patients who undergo radiotherapy. So this is kind of a promising step towards safer and more comfortable imaging. So as you can see, AI has a lot of potential to really enhance patient care and radiography. So I will not go into every detail due to time limitation, but if we break the imaging workflow into another tiny step by step, it is clear AI can play a helpful role at almost every stage. However, as radiographers and especially in the context of Asian countries, we must ask ourselves, are we truly ready or capable of implementing these advancements? Although AI can improve multiple things, integration of AI into clinical practice comes with multiple challenges. I would like to briefly discuss a few of those challenges. First is infrastructure. A lot of healthcare facilities, especially in rural areas, just don't have access to the AI systems due to the high cost and internet connectivity issues. Another big challenge is data. AI needs large, diverse, and well-labeled data sets to work properly. And another thing is we also have to consider the ethical side. Here, there are no clear medical regulations specific to AI, which raises real concerns about patient privacy and data security. And the next important aspect is radiographers have lack of AI expertise. At the same time, there is concern about job security, which can make people resistant to adopting AI. So after hearing all of these things, how do you think? Will AI replace the radiographer? Even though AI brings incredible benefits, it still lacks the human touch. So it can't physically position the patient and think creatively in complex situations or offer the kind of real reassurance and empathy that we as radiographers provide every day. So actually, yes, AI is a powerful tool, but it is just a tool. So it can work best when it can guide it by skilled, thoughtful, and caring professionals like that. So to wrap up, I just want to emphasize one thing. AI is not here to replace radiographers, but the truth is, the near future, radiographers who understand and work alongside AI will have a real advantage over those who do not. So it is about being afraid, it is not about being afraid of the technology. It is about learning how to use it to make our work better. So finally, it is about providing the best possible care for our patients. So I encourage all of you to start exploring AI, then get curious about how it fits into your role, and keep growing with the field, because the future of radiography is not just digital anymore, it is intelligent. So we need to be ready for it. I invite all of you to take this talk not just as an educational session, but hopefully as an eye-opener to what is coming and how we can be a part of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Veerappan, for such a compelling and thought-provoking presentation. We will now open our forum for your questions and answers. If you have any questions, you can use the chat feature or raise your hand. Then we can unmute you and let you ask the question.
Excuse me,
Okay.
yeah, Dr. PG.
Yes, Bob.
Yeah, if there are no questions from the participants, we can open the forum for the panelists to ask any question.
All right. So I received here questions, 2 questions, one for each speaker. First is question for our speaker number 1. I'd like to read it as: radiologists rely on mammographers to obtain high quality images while ensuring patient safety and comfort. Can you please share what radiologists typically have when mammographers perform DECM procedures? For our speaker number 2, the question I received is: what is your view about ethical considerations needed to be addressed when implementing AI to deliver personalized care, particularly in relation to data privacy and biases? I think whoever speaker is ready to answer may start to answer the question.
Thank you for the question. I think it's really basically we mainly think about the image quality in mammography while we have to reduce the radiation dose. In case of DECSM, especially we concern about the dense breast imaging, because actually we are taking the low energy images that is very similar to the almost it's normal 2D FFDM images. We can assess the structural changes by using LE imaging. So actually, not all the patients, we can perform this DECSM, especially in dense breast imaging. So in that case, we can overcome the disadvantages, and especially we need to see the tumor enhancement. I think I hope I gave the answer. If you need any clarifications, you can ask any questions.
Yes, regarding the second question related to ethical issues, as I think that for the moment, getting consent from the patients, because we are sharing we are sharing their data, their medical condition, their personal data with this AI. So getting consent is important from the patient before applying this AI system to their data. And the second thing is data sharing. Like in telemedicine or cloud-based sharing. So we need to think about sharing data anonymously, especially in personal care. And then the other thing is, what I see is, from my understanding, the accountability. Who is getting the blame if something goes wrong with application of AI? It will be a problem. It will be a matter to think when we are applying AI in the patient context or the clinical context. And the other thing is, as I mentioned, the anonymization is really important because we can't share any data, any medical history or any personal details with other parties without getting consent of the patients.
Thank you. I just wonder, maybe some other panelists also can answer. I wonder, I'd like to share, because in Philippines, there are centers that do not have like a single source manufacturing company of equipments. So basically, radiographers may be equipped with training about AI for a certain equipment or brand. And then, for example, maybe MRI in one facility, they may have more than one from 2 different or more companies. So how do, in your country, how do you allow or do you give license, or do you give authority for an AI to be used? Because in Philippines, the AI must be approved by the FDA through the Philippine College of Radiology. So the PCR, Philippine College of Radiology, has a say when they evaluate an AI, and before this is being used in a particular from a manufacturer. And I think every let's say upgrade in the AI system must be reapplied, or a new application to FDA is needed. I wonder, for your country, how do you use AI? Has to be in a national level, or just use in your particular hospital? Or is the government engaged in regulating use of AI in healthcare?
From my knowledge, in Sri Lanka, we do not have such kind of policy yet. So that's why we are requesting we should have a national health policy to be include how AI applications can be used in clinical setting.
I think, Ishanka, while we are waiting for if there would be questions coming in, I'd like to recognize presence here of some of our invited panelists. We have Chairman Coranang from Macau. We have Sir Jerry Lay, also from Macau. We have Putu Adi Susanta from Indonesia. We have Sivile Intanseng from Laos. Hi to you, and good evening from Philippines. Maybe good day to your place. I think if is there anything that our panelists would like to add about AI or about contrast enhanced mammography? Because if there would be none, I think we have to continue with the next segment of the program. Shanka.
Thank you, Dr. Luna. I was waiting. I was checking whether any of the participants were asking questions. So anyway, before we signing off, I'd like to extend my heartfelt thanks for our speakers, participants, and the Society of Radiological Technology Sri Lanka, and especially for the CPD Asia. And at last but not least, I extend my gratitude to Dr. Marco Lam for He's expertly managing the IT platform for the webinar. And we hope to see you all for our next CPD session. Until that, take care and stay safe.
All right, thank you, session moderator, Ms. Ishanka Wickramasinghe. Thank you to all our presidents who have joined our program and to our invited panelists, to our two excellent speakers from the SRTSL who recently gave insightful presentations and sparked our lively Q&A. Thank you, speakers Dr. Sashila Niroshani and Dr. Bismalis Wirakun. We have learned so much from your interesting and important discussions about contrast-enhanced mammography and enhancing patient care with use of AI. We hope to hear more from you next time, maybe in the next CPD Asia of SRTSL. Yeah. And I know everybody's excited for the next schedule of CPD Asia. And to give us the invitation, may I call in the Singapore Society of Radiographers Vice President, Mr. Haris Abdul Razak, to give us the invitation.
Hello, everybody. First and foremost, very good presentation from the Sri Lanka presenters, Dr. Shashila and Dr. Bimali. So in the next Asia CPD, the theme is on Beyond the Image Therapy Insights that Inform and Transform Practice. So we have 4 speakers that will present on mainly human-centered methodologies in diagnostic imaging and demonstrate how patient-focused protocols enhance both service quality and diagnostic accuracy. So we want you to learn from them how they see the patient as the patient first, their comfort, and understand individual needs are as important as the quality of our images. So see everybody on the 24th May.
Thank you, Vice President Mr. Abdul Razak Haris. We will definitely save that date. And as we end now, we give thanks to the support of VT Healthcare Vietnam, all our Zoom sponsors. We thank and congratulate, of course, the CPD Asia host, Society of Radiological Technologists Sri Lanka, SRTSL, to President Vitarana Gamage Wimalasena. Thank you to all your officers, your CPD organizing team. We also appreciate the ongoing cooperation from the CPD Asia IT team, all the presidents, the officers for bringing you interesting CPD Asia program every month. Above all, we would like to express our gratitude to all our registered participants and live audience who helped make this online CPD Asia program a success. We will see you again next CPD Asia. We will see you next time. Thank you. I'm Peach Shiluna, and I say, till next time, let's meet again.
Thank you, Dr. Peachy. And
Thank you.
all the
Congratulations, President.
Thank you all. Thank you all
Thank
the
you so
presidents.
much.
So nice to hear.
Congratulations. Thank
Happy
you.
to attend
Our
this program.
moderator, Ishanka,
Thank
did
you.
great.
Thank
To
you,
our
madam.
assistant,
Bye-bye.
Vishanka did great, yes.
President Yuan,
Advance congratulations, Singapore team.
TSRT.
Thank you, Sabakumar.
Welcome, Sam. Thank you. Eagerly waiting for your meeting also. So nice. Thank you. Bye-bye. Happy weekend to all.
Recording stopped.